arena. We want to hear you cheer. We want to hear you say, Jayo for the potential first time.
加油 TTG, 加油 NovaEsports. Let's give it a go. NovaEsports versus TTGlobal here. This is potentially your final draft of this series.
Potential final draft, and CY finally gets his pay, Wendy finally gets his coming, and Chuan is like, you know what, guys? The loot box is actually looking pretty nice here, because if they can get the access in, obviously dive in with pay, CY can then obviously Chuan use the battlefield command, come back down, and then we can kind of see a little bit of a hokey-cokey go on within these team fights, but game number 5 going here right now. This could potentially be the point here that TTGlobal need to get themselves as one of the first grand finalists of the KWC.
Exactly, and right now we see a standard start coming in from both teams here, both wanting to secure this mid priority as it is so important.
It's very important. I mean, it's something that obviously TTGlobal's been abusing in the past 2 games as well, right? Like, they make sure that they get that T1 around about that 4-minute mark.
And a light up your cheer coming in from TTG fans here. TTG 加油，用实力打破自己最适合的5人组冲。So they are pushing for a cheer, making sure that these 5 members cheering on for their success in this international stage.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you for the supportive message there as well. And obviously for those on the global server, we have the Flowborn Mage being released here as well. Obviously not into the tournament, but you can put your hands and play such a fantastic variant of the Flowborn.
But looking at strength here, might be caught out here. Okay, back to the Flowborn Mage here. What a special hero here. 1 in 3 with so many roles coming in from Flowborn here. And talking about Flowborn here, there's also the outfit design contest.
Yes, which the deadline is for today, right? So you got to get those in submitted as well. But speaking of submitted, maybe a kill here for the side of TTGlobal. Crane gets first blood.
First blood goes towards to the side of TTGlobal here. We talked about this, the importance of the classmate having so much resources here, but Muji goes to a 1v1 against Snowy. Snowy walks out alive, not scratched too much.
He walks out alive for now, right? I mean, definitely what he needs to be is just need Joy, come through, give him some more of that HP, just get him back into fighting shape here for the side of TTGlobal. But again, TTGlobal having that gold lead in the early game around about 1k, so around about 500 gold extra per minute. But speaking of per minute, we are looking at another kill here. Wendy gets taken down once more. This is the power of Sunrise on the Dune and Dolia combo.
Crane and Sunrise, the execution is flawless coming into that. And right now, more fights coming into this jungle.
More fights coming into the jungle. I mean, they always say, welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. That's a 2-0 trade here for TTGlobal. Not 4-minute mark on the map right now, because, I mean, they aren't really gonna look to push those turrets just yet, because they still have that shielding.
And look at the replay here coming in from TTGlobal's execution here. Wayfin goes immediately gets punished, and the safe fight to lock down CY here. Amazing punishment coming in from TTGlobal. They know their early game is strong.
Yeah, that Sage's might is so oppressive, right? Like, if you can get the lockdown onto somebody like Wendy, onto CY, and then get the kill, it's going to make sure that those team fights are going into the favor of TTGlobal.
Exactly, and you get the buff and you get the kill here. That is to add insult to the wound there. It's so much going towards the hands of TTGlobal into this early game. And right now, the laning phase looks so safe for Snowy here. Look at him. He's styling, he's aura farming.
He's aura farming, and he's also gold resource farming, right? He's looking to make sure he gets all those stats through, because those know that Lady Soon is going to be that late game assurance, right, for the side of TTGlobal. But if we've looked how historically the past 3 games have gone, they are probably not looking for the late game. They're just looking to make sure they have that amazing power that comes through with the rolling raid, and obviously the distance, the clearing of the ultimate shell.
I have to agree with you. Judging from the past 3 games, there is no late game to be talking about, because TTGlobal has been so dominant. And look at the position right now. They are making sure that every single little resource goes to their pocket, choking further CY. This jungle carry pick further behind.
Yeah, I mean, that's not where you want to be if you're Pei, right? Pei needs to have that great early game. He needs to have those resources on point. I mean, overall, he does have the XP lead over Sunrise here, but it's more so that gold that we need, right? Itemization needs gold, not XP.
And look at the control right now coming into the jungle for TTGlobal here. They look for the engage on Muji here. He's extremely low, but they are forcing them to back up from this buff.
Yeah, forcing them back up on the buff, but it's going to be a good catch here for Crane. He's able to get the knock up on the 2, but it now comes in. It's Shawan with the Battlefield Command as well. If Think inside the box tries to come through here for Waypit, but that is going to be a 3-0 trade here for TTGlobal.
Such a smart use of the Dolia Fuzi combo here. We were talking about, oh, Dolia Dun, Dolia Rolling Raid, but the double Sage Might, double lockdown here. You see Liu Bang coming in to assist his teammates here, gets locked down, 2 members, all the kills goes over to the favor of TTGlobal. 5 minutes, 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a sizable lead here for the side of TTGlobal, right? I mean, NovaEsports, they haven't had the most finesse within the team fights of this game at number 5, but they need to come back. They need to make sure they have some assurance, right? So maybe trying to get some pressure into these lanes, maybe the case, but they definitely don't want to be losing the T2s, right? I mean, they've lost the T1s in all lanes. They've got to hold on to these safely.
Well, it is not their choice here, Vlad, because the side of TTGlobal, they are so strong and they are so dominant. Look at their tower damage here. Look at their wave state right now. They are making sure that they get all the paths, all the space, choking NovaEsports to their own base here. Look at Sunrise. No one can take him down as of this point.
No one can take him down, but nobody can contest him either, right? Like we see in here, they're using obviously the Dolia to put down the ult and then use the wave breaker to push them away, and it just means that Nova's not being able to go to these T2s and save them.
Exactly, and right now lesser and lesser tier 2s are on the mat right now. Wendy extremely low, has to back off. Tower is getting hit on. Every single hit matters. Look at this tier 3 here. No defense here coming for the side of NovaEsports.
Yeah, he's just really showing the potential of the Futsu pick, right? Like, he's able to just run these turrets down like no man's business. And Ching here on this pick is doing great. And now, because they've opened up those outer turrets, they have access into NovaEsports' jungle.
So scary. The execution coming in from TTGlobal here. Yes. Objective-centric is the playstyle of KPL, but they are prized as well for being the best players in terms of mechanical gameplay here. And look at their micro skills here. That's what got them in these 4v4 team fights, 5v5 big skills. 0 to 7, that makes their mark.
It makes their mark, and they're about 7 minutes into the game, right? We're looking to approach that high ground turret that's sitting so nicely in the mid lane for now. Minion wave coming through, but Nova's going to try their best to make sure they're able to mitigate that takedown of that T3 in that mid lane. It goes down. They're looking for another one. Sage's might into the back line. The Think inside the box being cancelled out right near, and Waypit gets left to the walls, but can they pick up a kill here on the side of TTGlobal? They're able to take 2, but can they get any more? Or else it's an ace here for the side of TTGlobal, and they are your first grand finalists.
Your first grand finalist, and Snowy secures a pentakill to close off a series with a 4-1 dominating fashion.
Penta coming through here. I feel like it's the first one within the KWC, right? I mean, semi-finals is the places you're really looking to get those pentakills right. But we saw yesterday, AGAL, they had their most dominant game was their last game of the series. TTGlobal, same fashion.
Same fashion, dominating the game within 8 minutes, securing a pentakill onto Snowy from TTGlobal here. We are so damn amazed by this performance.
Very good performance, right? I mean, like we were saying, like, Lady Sun, she's normally that late game assurance, but when you don't need to get to the late game. A 7-minute match is where we got to, right? 7-0-1 for Snowy was pretty crazy.
It was pretty crazy. He had an amazing laning phase. Sunrise was so good onto this Dune, absorbing so much of this damage. And look at this Fuzi Dolia combo here. First Sage Rise to go in, second one to lock another member off the side of NovaEsports here. There is no fighting chance coming in from NovaEsports. And look at this pentakill.
Yeah, the pentakill was pretty crazy, right? I mean, this thing's going to be the breakdown here. Obviously gets the kill onto the backline there. Wendy's going to be the last one alive, rolls in, boom, gets the kill. Is definitely what we was hoping for here for the side of TTGlobal. Yes, Nova made the impossible bleed, but we're going to go and throw it over to the stage. Mara, the gorge is yours. Sky.
Welcome back to the stage, and hereby joined will be Crane from TTGlobal on the stage. So say hi to our audiences from all over the world. 跟大家打个招呼。
Hello， 大家好，我是广州 TTG 贺慈。
So congratulations one more time on make it to the grand finals. How do you feel after this match? 首先恭喜你们进入了决赛了。那这场比赛结束之后呢，此时的心情是怎样的呢？
很开心，然后进入决赛了，然后备好战迎接决赛吧。
We feel really excited and happy because we made it to the grand final, and we will do our best to prepare for the finals. And let's talk about game 1. So Nova did extremely well, ending up with a very huge lead of everything. So what happened, and what will be the post-match discussion and your adjustment after that? 我们想聊一下第一局的比赛，因为第一局其实对手非常的强大，给到了很大的压力。那一局比赛结束之后，大家的复盘，包括哲教给到的一些调整会是什么呢？
就是打完下局之后，然后哲教说稍微放开一点打，然后在他们进攻的时候该还手就还手，主动一点。
All right, so.